Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Sister Wives has been on for a long time, and throughout that time, many of the show's cast members have shared their own personal journeys. While Cody, his original 3 wives, Robin, and their children have always been the main focus, there have also been a few cast members who have made a significant impact on their lives. One such person is Jen Sullivan. She is Cody's first wife, Mary's best friend. The duo has been close for years, but recently Jen revealed that her husband, Sean, has a rare and aggressive cancer. They had a few problems diagnosing the issue, but once they discovered it, they immediately rushed for radiation therapy. However, when things did not work out as a tumor grew right beside the radiation area, they had to opt for surgery. In a recent Instagram post, Jen talked about her husband's healing process and why they kept the diagnosis hidden for months. Recently, Mary came live on Instagram with Jen by her side. She revealed that the dynamic duo is back, and since it was Friday, the day was dedicated to friends. During the live session, Jen clarified that she is still friends with Mary, unlike popular belief. She explained that they hadn't hung out recently because her life hadn't allowed it. Mary offered support and emphasized the importance of friends comprehending that life has ups and downs. The duo hosted a fulfilling live session, and their fans enjoyed their unfiltered versions. Jen Sullivan explains why she kept quiet about her husband's cancer on Sister Wives. Mary's best friend, Jen Sullivan, recently shared an Instagram post about her husband's rare and aggressive cancer diagnosis. She revealed that he has been dealing with sarcoma since February 2025. She shared a photo of them laughing together and revealed that it was taken during their 19th anniversary, just before Sean began his treatment. Because he was initially misdiagnosed by specialists, the diagnosis process was difficult. After doctors realized it was sarcoma, they began radiation treatment. However, they also had to conduct 2 surgeries. Sean's recovery has been long and painful. He is gradually regaining his strength and frequently visits the shop. Jen clarified that they didn't share the news with their kids right away so the children could finish the school year without worry. However, once they discovered the truth, the children assisted the family in gaining self-assurance and focusing on the right course of action. Jen further added that she feels thankful to everyone who supported them during the tough time. She feels eternally grateful for all the check-ins, prayers, and kindness. The family chose not to break the news immediately because they wanted to deal with it privately first. Her best friend, Mary, also showed her support to the couple and confirmed that she will always stand by their side. Fans were overwhelmed by the news and sent prayers and good wishes to the couple. Jen is also using her social media account to spread awareness about sarcoma. She revealed that they now feel completely ready to come out and share their diagnosis story. Keep coming back to TV season and spoilers for all the latest Sister Wives updates. In a heartbreaking and deeply personal revelation that has shaken the entire Sister Wives fanbase, one of the show's beloved cast members has bravely come forward to share a private and emotional truth. She hid her husband's cancer diagnosis from their children for months. The decision, filled with fear, confusion, guilt, and love, wasn't made lightly, but now, after quietly carrying the emotional burden for so long, she's ready to tell her story. In a tearful confession featured in an unaired segment of the upcoming season, the reality TV star revealed the immense pressure she felt trying to shield her family from the terrifying news. With cameras rolling and a small crew present, her voice cracked as she admitted, "I didn't know how to say it. I didn't know how to tell them their dad might not be okay." Her words hit like a tidal wave, and fans were left reeling. For viewers who followed the family's every struggle, from spiritual separation and emotional rifts to betrayal and heartbreak, this revelation felt like an entirely new level of vulnerability. Though she chose to keep her husband's identity and the specific form of cancer private, insiders close to production confirmed it was a serious and aggressive diagnosis, requiring multiple rounds of treatment. The cast member, described by many as one of the show's strongest women, faced her husband's health crisis in complete silence, navigating both his pain and her own while filming, parenting, and holding the rest of the family together. Behind her smiles and staged TLC interviews was a woman crumbling in private. And yet she soldiered on. The children, unaware, went about their daily lives, school, work, social media, never realizing their father was battling something that could change everything. But why did she hide it? That's the question viewers can't stop asking. In her own words, she said, "I just wanted to protect their peace. I didn't want them to carry fear when they still had joy." It was a decision rooted in maternal instinct, a desire to delay the inevitable pain for just a little longer, to allow the kids one more normal month, one more peaceful meal, one more night of sleep unburdened by anxiety. Still, the weight of that choice became unbearable. She described nights lying awake while her husband groaned in pain, and mornings where she forced herself to smile through tears while packing lunches or driving carpool. "I felt like I was living in two worlds," she said. "One where I had to pretend everything was okay for them, and another where I was falling apart behind closed doors." Her husband, too, struggled with the secrecy. According to her account, he initially agreed to keep the diagnosis from the children, fearing they would worry too much or that the stress would interfere with their futures. He was always thinking about them first, even while he was fighting for his life, she said, wiping away tears. For weeks, they lived in quiet coordination, sneaking off to medical appointments, dodging questions about new medications, and making excuses for sudden fatigue or hospital visits. But eventually, the truth became too big to hide. As his condition worsened and treatments began to take a visible toll, weight loss, hair thinning, exhaustion, the children started to notice. One child allegedly asked, "Why does Dad always look so tired now?" That was the moment she knew the time had come. She described the day she sat them down one by one and told them the truth. "I've never seen their faces go from light to dark so fast," she recalled. "My son looked like the world had dropped out from under him. My daughter didn't say a word, just started crying and wouldn't stop. I held them, but I couldn't fix it." Fans who followed the family for years were heartbroken by the story. Reddit threads flooded with support. Instagram accounts lit up with prayers and tributes. Many couldn't believe such a heavy secret had been kept while the cameras rolled and the world watched. But those closest to the show said it's exactly the kind of resilience that defines her character. "She's always been the glue," one crew member said. "Even when everything's breaking, she finds a way to keep it together for everyone else." The emotional fallout of the diagnosis is still unfolding. Some of the children reportedly felt angry after learning the truth, not just because of the illness, but because they weren't told sooner. "They felt left out of the pain," she explained. "They thought we didn't trust them. But it wasn't about trust. It was about not wanting to break their hearts." Experts have weighed in too. A family therapist interviewed by a media outlet said, "It's not uncommon for parents to shield their children from devastating news, especially when it's health-related. But the emotional consequences can be complex. Children require both protection and honesty. Finding that balance is incredibly difficult." In recent episodes, eagle-eyed fans began speculating something was wrong. Her husband was seen less frequently on camera. When he did appear, he seemed subdued, tired, and distant. One scene even showed him leaving mid-conversation, something he'd never done in earlier seasons.